Hello! I had just realised, after having eaten breakfast now, that I forgot to make an intro. So this is the final update made, making an intro for last week, really. So this is going to be a little knitting vlog where I take you along for some moments in my journey of knitting the Evie Mittens by Woozy by Céline, where I was one of the test knitters. And I will also be knitting the final Christmas present, which is for my brother and is the Gants family, which is gloves. And also the Thrift bloom sock, which not finished, spoiler. And a reindeer for Christmas ornaments. So there's different patterns I'll be working on throughout this video, giving you a bit of updates on and my thoughts and such. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. Let's get started. Okay, so hi. I quickly wanted to pop in and make a little knitting vlog and try this format as well. I'm currently on day one of test knitting the Evie Mittens by Woozy by Céline. So I wanted to quickly chat a bit about that. So there is some good news for me and bad news. So good news, I made the swatch last night and it turned out perfectly engaged. And I love this colour. I bought the yarn yesterday. It is the, if I can just not pop the glass off the table and smash it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this in a bit. So the yarn is Aitana via yarns Rachel. I don't know, I think it's Spanish, I don't know, to be fair. Aitana Villa, if it's not Spanish, yarns Rachel, in the color Germany, and it's a red yarn, of course, held with the CAMaRose Midnatssol in the color Bordeaux, which is coded 9560, which is this color. And now to the bad news, because if I can just quickly put in a little video of how my yarn is looking on the table. So I bought this yarn, and because I wanted to have a hand-dyed yarn, which I've never worked with before. So I bought this yarn, and obviously it wasn't in the normal skein you buy, where it's bound up and everything, we're ready to go. And I don't have a yarn winder, what is it called? Is it called a winder or is yarn swift? I don't have a yarn swift. So right now it's just lying on the table and I'm trying to knit with it and not get it too knotted up. So I can't really take it with me, I think, which is terrible since I am on the deadline for having one mitten finished. But I did buy a yarn swift yesterday through the German Amazon to be shipped to my home in Denmark, because I'm currently an au pair in Spain. So I am going home for Christmas where I'll be able to unpack it and everything. But it was a lot cheaper on the German Amazon than the Spanish Amazon, so I ended up buying it there. So I'm going to wind up the second skein because I bought two skeins of this yarn, hand-dyed yarn, and I'm going to bind up the second skein when I get home for Christmas. Because I wanted to knit both the Evie hood, and when I saw that Woozy by Céline, who made both patterns, started posting the sneak peeks of the Evie Mittens, I knew immediately I wanted to make them as well. So I tried signing up for the test knit and got it, which I felt like after I'd signed up, I felt like it was destined, kind of, because I was like, oh, I'm going to buy this yarn when I know I could get it, because I felt like it was just something, it would happen. It would happen. So, and it did. So my gut feeling was right on that. But I was very surprised on the other hand, because she has like 28,000 followers on Instagram. And I think we are, 12 test knitters. So it's not that many considering how many followers she has, but luckily I got chosen to be one of them, and I'm very, very excited. So far I am in the midst of doing the thumb gusset, and it looks like this. I seriously need to get my camera when I get back to Denmark, because that can also focus a lot better than this, because this can't. So it currently looks like this, where it's this amazing star shaped pattern, and I'm making the left mitten currently, and on the other side where it's the palm, it's just a stockinette, which is a lot more comfy for the palm. So yeah, I'm very excited for this pattern to be knitted up. So I'm going to knit a bit more about this and check in with you guys a bit later. Cross-legged, so this looks kind of weird, and it seems like the lighting isn't the best, but I knew, so I'm very sorry for that. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly check in. It's been some days since my last progress update. It was Saturday I filmed last, and now it's Monday, and it's December the 1st. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you what I've been doing since then. I have finished the first mitten of the Evie mitten, and I'll put a lot better little video in just a moment. But I really, really like this. I love the pattern and the fabric that it causes, and I'm very impressed by this. And it was, as I said in the beginning, a test knit for Woozy by Céline, and I yesterday started the second, which isn't that far. It is quite in the beginning still. So that is what I've been doing. I finished this mitten Saturday, so I knitted this during 2 days. I casted it on Friday evening, late evening, or was it late evening? I can't remember. And then I finished it very late Saturday evening. So yeah, and today is the first day. It's dry because I blocked it to get the actual fit of it. So now it's dry finally. I'm very excited about it, because this morning it was still a bit damp, but now it's good to go. So now I just need the other mitten, and then I can wear it outside. I also have been working on some other projects these last few days. I'm currently knitting, if I can get it from a bag, of course. There we go. I'm knitting my brother a pair of gloves in this dark grey colour. You can't really see, to be fair, but so far I have come this far. It is this is double layer, so you need the cast on edge to the current round, and I just did that today, so that was a lot of ribbing, I think. But I did the first glove in I think 3 or 4 days, so it shouldn't take that long. But now I'm making more projects at the same time than I was doing then. But I'm also knitting a sock, which is a Thrift bloom sock in this green lovely color, and it has some lace work down the leg here, which the lighting is terrible in here. I'm really sorry. But yeah, so I'm doing some different things. Both the glove for my brother and the sock is something that is with me on my commute to and from Madrid every day. So the Evie Mittens is more something I do when I'm here at home, because my bed looks completely messy with the yarn just all over. So it's quite horrible, to be fair. Yeah, so that was my little update for today. See you next time. Okay, hi. I have just sat down to have my breakfast/lunch, since it's pretty late, but I haven't eaten anything today. So I have my cup of coffee, and if I can quickly show, kind of weird combo, but a Spanish omelette and roasted toast bread with honey, and for dessert an orange. So kind of weird combo, I know, but my host dad just brought locally produced honey home the other day, and I'm absolutely obsessed with honey. I love it, so I wanted to have some bread with honey. So it's my lunch. But what I actually wanted to update you on was that I'm nearly finished, not in my food, sorry, with this one. Oh, there we go. So with this one, this is actually a terrible timing with me having food. Okay, I'm quickly going to move it before I get my yarn or anything else in honey, and that will be a terrible pain to clean. Okay, so I have nearly this done. I finished the entire mitten. I'm just needing to get the cuff done with a double knitting, because it's a double knitted cuff. So I just need to do this and done. Then it just needs blocking. So I'm good to go, pretty much. I have one mitten done, which was the requirement for the test knit. So now I've nearly a pair done, and I'm in good time still. So that's quite good. And I wanted to show something. So I spent, I think, 2 or 3 hours yesterday evening winding this up by hand and untangling the mess that was on my bed. Because, yeah, you know how it looked. So this, I rolled it up on a toilet paper roll. So this is how it looks now. Much easier, and I can actually move around with it. So that's very, very needed and very, very good. And I'm very happy I finally did it, because that's easier. But badly timed, because I'm nearly done with the mitten. And yesterday evening when I did it, I only needed to do like 1/4 of the thumb and the cuff. So I was nearly done. but I did it. So I wanted to have a easy experience with the last part of the mitten, and then I can start making the Evie hood at some point if I want to before I go home for Christmas. I don't think I'm going to do it though, because I have so many projects I need to knit on first. But if I get a spontaneous moment, I can, and that's good to know. So yeah, that was my little update on the Evie Mittens for now. Bye. Okay, hi again. Oh, this is crooked, I know. Okay, but I just wanted to quickly jump in and say, I finished a mitten. I'm so excited. Now I have both. So let's go and block the last one. Okay, so I'm sitting on my knees here in the bathroom, and I have my wool soap here in a travel size. Okay, let's turn on this faucet. Okay, I'm going to take the camera. There you go. It shouldn't be too hot. So we're going to turn on the colder faucet a bit. Okay, it's fine. And there is enough water. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then this will sit there for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and then I'll be back. Okay, so in the meantime, I took off my makeup because it's evening and I'm going to bed soon. Not to sleep though. I'm going to do some knitting, but I wanted to brush my teeth and take off my makeup first. Okay, so that's gone a bit over 20 minutes by, and we have a very wet mitten, so I'm just going to press, not twist it or anything, that would be terrible, but press the excess water out, take out the drain, turn to the sink, of course, and quickly dry in a hand towel. I'll get one. Okay, so usually with smaller items like this one, I just put it here, fold the towel over and press, making sure not to twist anything at all. So just press, 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 press. Okay, so now I've pressed a bit, so I'm going to lay it flat. I'm just going to hang up this. And there lies. And my whips. But there we go. So now it's just drying. Good morning. Okay, so I've taken this little thing on the mic today because I noticed in one of the latest little updates the sound was horrible because there was like a static in the microphone or something like that. So today we have a wind chill thing. I can't remember the name, but I finished the Evie Mittens and I've actually just sat down and they are over there. So I'll just quickly show you what I've been working on for yesterday and today, or will be working on today, because as I said before, good morning. I've just gotten dressed and put on makeup and everything. Oh, that's annoying with the light shining in my glasses, or reflecting in my glasses. I mean, I'm still a bit tired, to be fair. Yeah, they're doing reconstructions on their house, so it's a bit noisy. I don't know if the mic picked that up, though. I hope not. But as I was beginning to say, I have been working on some different things yesterday and will be working on today. I'll actually be working on 2 projects mainly. Why can't I look normal? Okay, so the first one is the Gants family, which is a glove I'm making for my brother's Christmas present. Yesterday I knitted from the red marker and up, so quite a bit I think. So we have the thumb there and the pinky, and now I'm knitting up to the last 3 fingers. And then after that I'll be separating for the fingers and starting knitting them. And then after that, I'm done. I really hope I can finish it this week or early next week, because I'm going home for Christmas Thursday, not in the coming week, but the week after. So the 18th of December, I'm going home for Christmas to see my family, which I'm so excited for. I really miss them and miss my dog Ayla. But it will be very, very sad as well, because Asti won't be there anymore. Okay, I'm moving on, because I'll begin to cry. I can feel. So I'll be moving on, and I actually really should have adjusted how I put my phone, but I've just put it against my computer for now. So yeah, I'm making gloves for my brother, because he asked if I could do so, which I was very, very excited over, because he has never asked me for anything, really. So when he asked if I could knit him gloves, of course! My first thought was honestly, oh no, I really want to, but all the fingers. But it's not really that much of a big deal for me to knit those. I don't really mind, to be fair. So yeah, I'm making gloves. And then I'm making one of Claire Garland's, or Dr. Pebbles, I think her handle is as well, animals. You can't see what this is at all, but I'm making a reindeer for Christmas ornaments. So yeah, right now it just looks like kind of like a frog that has been run over, but I promise it will look more normal when I get a bit further. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. I casted this on yesterday, and it's knitted on 2mm needles, so it takes some time, to be fair. Earlier this year I knitted the the rabbits. Yeah, rabbit doll. I knitted 2 of those for Easter decorations, and scrolling through her patterns in the pattern store in Ravelry, I saw the reindeer, which I thought would be perfect for Christmas decoration. So I'm making Christmassy things, because I have in total 5 whips right now, which is too many for my liking, but I really have to get the reindeer done this Christmas, because it seems a bit silly to be making a reindeer for Christmas ornaments after Christmas. So yes, that was the little update. Okay, I'll just quickly find the Evie Mittens. Okay, so now I'm just sitting cross-legged on the bed, because it's freezing, so I want to be under the duvet. But the Evie Mittens are here. And they're done. And I'm so excited. I did make one modification, which is the thumb slit, which you can kind of see there. I think I showed it in one video I popped into one of the other updates. But yeah, a lovely pair of Evie Mittens. There we go. I'm so excited for these. Now I just have to answer a questionnaire that Woozy Pie Céline made for the end of the test knit. And we made a gauge watch for the star pattern here, but not for the stitches on the palm. So the stockinette, nor the double knitting. So I have to measure the gauge for that. And I have this for that, which I'm very happy now that I brought to Spain, because I did doubt if I should bring it or not, but now it's good. So yes, I'm going to measure gauge and answer the questionnaire and get some knitting done while watching Return to... what is the series called? Return to Las Sabinas? Yes, it's a series I'm watching on Disney Plus at the moment. It's a Spanish one, so it's to practice my Spanish, or at least listen to some Spanish, because I don't talk, so I don't get to actively do anything, and I'm just rambling, so I'm going to stop this video and see you in the next update. Good morning. I have just gotten dressed, put on makeup, brushed my hair, so now my hair looks very, very puffy, and there aren't that many waves or curls or something like that, so that's why I often don't brush it. But I need to wash it today, so yeah, I just brushed it. I just wanted to give the final update, because today I'm going to edit the video, and then later this week it's going to be uploaded. Or I'll see if I can get through all the editing today. It is my first knitting vlog, so I haven't tried this format before, so I don't know how long the editing is going to take. But I wanted to give a little update. So I finished the mittens for my brother for his Christmas present, which is the Gants family gloves. The gloves part isn't in the name, but they look huge, if I am to say so, but that's because it's not for me, but for my brother, who has just turned 18, so legally he's a man, even though not very much in my eyes, at least. Well, he's technically still a teenager, so, but yeah, he's grown. So if I take these on, like, this is where I would put the end of the cuff, and my finger starts like that, and yeah, so they don't fit me at all. But yeah, and then I have come this far on my reindeer, so now I need to knit the hooves and then start sewing and making the tail and everything. So nearly done. I'm going to do a bit more on this today, at least that's the plan. And then I've come pretty far on the sock as well. I started the final part before the toe, so that's interesting, and I've done 1/3 of that. So yeah, it's currently looking like this, and I hope it's going to look better when it's blocked, because right now it's a bit wobbly, but something like this. So yeah, that was my final little progress update on the little things I'm doing. I am going home for Christmas in about a week and a half, in 10 days. So I have to have the reindeer finished before then, because I don't think I can travel with the 2mm needles that aren't sock needles, because they're quite long and pointy. So I'm not going to try to get that in the plane. And then Christmas gifts are done for this year, so now selfish knitting time, which is my favorite. So yeah, thank you for watching this little video, and I hope you enjoyed it, or whatever, got some knitting done or something. I thought this little kind of update with the knitting vlogs gives a bit more information on the patterns I'm doing, as for my thoughts and frustrations or anything in that matter. So I thought it would give a bit more insight into my knitting life. So yeah, maybe this is something I'll do again, because it's easy, and also just to not always do the same with coming out with the bundles of patterns, but also some other content sometimes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching before I go on a tangent, and I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you have been knitting on in the comments. I would love to know. I'm a bit noisy like that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, or just follow me in future videos, subscribe, like, everything like that supports me a lot. So thank you, and hopefully see you next time.